Kukpi7 Darrel Draney. Hello everybody here, welcome my family, Chief Darrel Draney. Talking to the community members, they were saying that they would like to hear an update on some projects and ongoing Chief and Council activities. I realize that this update is overdue and I apologize for the delay, but I hope that these videos will show how busy we all have been. Our NR department has had crews out on the land all year, making sure that the plants and animals and water are healthy and safe for us to use. Today we will look at the work being done to preserve wildlife habitats and cultural sites, recover from the fires of 2021, and provide food for all our community. In 2021, our Natural Resources Department hired a senior wildlife and habitat biologist in order to research, monitor, and help heal the local ecosystems. This knowledge and planning helps us to ensure that our cultural, social, economic, and food security needs are taken care of, and they will remain intact for future generations. The wildlife team, along with territorial patrol officers, are involved in a wide variety of projects that include research and development monitoring. They also help with habitat restoration efforts, balancing the community need for resource gathering with the ongoing effects of climate change. Earlier this year, we received reports that there was an overabundance of gophers in a community cemetery, creating massive damage. The wildlife team was tasked with finding a way to reduce their numbers that would be respectful to both the ancestors who were resting there, as well as the gophers themselves. We talked with elders and knowledge keepers, so we were sure that we were doing this the right way. The resulting plan was a humane treatment that saw more than 20 ground squirrels removed from this location, and the team will continue to observe the area to make sure that the population stays within manageable levels. They have been monitoring wildlife populations to find out how they have been affected by the changes to our landscape due to fire, floods, and environmental pollution caused by humans. One way we've been watching this is by studying mule deer stress levels and finding out how these results relate to land use and disturbances such as traffic density or fire loss. What we found that the ungulates in our area were under a great deal of stress during the 2021 fire season. But this calmed down as they reached their winter range in the late fall. Wildlife crews also monitored California bighorn sheep that were fitted with GPS collars to discover more about the predators and habitats that they come into contact with. We have discovered some interesting new facts, including that sheep forage on Douglas fir and sumac, and eagles sometimes prey on the young lambs. In addition to these studies, wildlife teams are also monitoring a number of species at risk that share the land with us, including birds, frogs, and reptiles. Studies such as identifying bat and rattlesnake sites and habitat monitoring for key species, such as mule deer, fisher, and black bear, are also being done. The wildlife team is always eager to speak with community members and knowledge keepers about the plants and animals they value and what they see on the land. Contact the Natural Resources Office to speak with Sean Freeman about your concerns and observations. Our archaeology crews have been in the field all summer, ensuring that our projects and other activities in the territory are careful to preserve the history and culture that our ancestors have left behind. There has been an emergency project that has come up to light that has taken a large focus on the past couple of weeks. For some time, we've been aware of a significant arc site at Steelhead Park, and I've had several discussions with the government about how best to protect this. Unfortunately, erosion and climate change effects have caused further ground loss here, and we can no longer wait for government resources. We have set up a work area just beyond our fish camp where crews are uncovering the history below. We hope that we can share the results of this study in the near future. Crews finished archaeological studies on fire guards that were created last summer, as well as gravel pit expansion on Lemonade Flats Road, and the site of the new museum near the health building. They also review blocks and roads for planned forestry work, pipeline digs, and other major projects. Another effect of wildfires, like those we experienced in 2021, is the appearance of mushrooms that grow in the burned out areas. These mushrooms are considered a delicacy, and pickers travel from throughout the province or even farther to harvest these tasty treats. Dry morel mushrooms can sell for as much as $70 per pound. Luckily, we were well prepared for the increase in visitors because of our involvement in the aftermath of the 2017 Elephant Hill fire. We set up campsites, arranged for waste disposal and porta potties, and had our territorial patrol officers visit the area often to make sure that the delicate ecosystem was protected as best as possible. This year is going to be a significant salmon run, and our team is busy preparing for this harvest. We have refurbished our riverboat and are getting gear ready, including holding workshops and lessons on the creation of nets and other tools. Some nets are being built to give to our community members who need one. For much of September, we will have boats on the lake and nets in the water, and the fish that we catch will provide for our community as they have for generations. Our fish camp located at Steelhead at the mouth of the Counts Lake is in full swing with drying racks, smokers, canning, all on site to preserve the harvest to feed our community all winter long. As you can see, we've got boots on the ground observing our ecosystems, protecting vulnerable sites, and collecting resources in sustainable ways using traditional methods. This brings me to the end of our resource management updates. In the near future, I will have news from CUS, our pipeline utilities company, news on health, the school, and other departments, so please watch out for these coming very, very soon. In the meantime, I encourage you all to reach out to me if you have any questions or need more information about anything I've discussed in this update. Until next time, y'all take care.